Hey guys, Hawk here, back with another video. I am sorry if the audio is choppy like the previous video. Something was going on with my headphone mic, as that's the only mic I can afford. So I apologize if anything sounds off. Also, this is not scripted. The art pieces that are shown and reviewed here will be by 99sampanda99. All art belongs to them that I review, and please do not attack anybody that I review. Thank you. So, the first piece that I will be reviewing is this piece, and it's called I Should Really Be Studying Right Now. I think that's what it's called. First off, I really like that you did a background. Everything seems really nice and cheery. I also like the pose that she's in. It's neat. I like it. Something I noticed off the bat is the scaling in comparison to the tree. Now, I know they're laying down, and I know it's supposed to be at an angle, but from the way it looks, if she were to be standing up, she would basically be the size of the tree. Now, that could be a small tree, so there's that. But maybe, try drawing the background here, and then, I know there's a video that Lavender Town had on backgrounds, I think, and I think you should check it out, because it would help a lot in terms of including a character in a setting. I feel like it would really help out, and maybe help you understand scaling a little bit, because, yeah, like I said, by the way she is portrayed, it almost looks like she would be the size of the tree, so it's just something. Maybe have them kind of more, maybe a different angle, maybe look into perspective, something like that. Something I will also say is that you do a fairly good job at color. Nothing seems overly saturated, and there are areas that are desaturated enough to counter any of the saturated areas. So, good job on the color. I will say you did a very, very good job. Something I also noticed is with the leg here, it almost looks like, well, you can't really tell quite where the leg and butt area, the leg area is and the butt area is, or like the hip area. I might suggest looking into leg anatomy a little bit, because by the way she was sitting, it might look like something like this. I don't know. I think that might help. I will say that you do a nice job of shading. I'll give you that. Maybe look into leg anatomy and just how the leg form is, because usually, say you were drawing a leg, depending on how it was drawn, okay, say this was like a really crappy hip area, and you have almost like an area that the leg would go down, and then there'd be a knee area, something like this, and then the leg usually almost narrows down, except for the calf area, depending on how muscular it is. Maybe just look at leg structures, maybe do some leg studies. Other than that, I'd say things are pretty nice. The lighting and shading is well done, and yeah, overall I like the piece. This is the other piece. I forget what it's called, but I will say this. I really do enjoy the monochromatic color scheme that you use. It's always nice to see when people do that. In terms of color, nothing is overly saturated, so I will say that is nice. Now, I'm not sure if this is what you did, but it almost looks like you might have used, unless it was intentional because it is monochromatic. Maybe you went in terms of shading, don't use a darker form of red, instead maybe tint it to maybe a more purpley tone, because that could help, make it look a little less flat. I also might suggest looking into wrinkles and how, arm anatomy is, because unless there's like a seam here, it almost looks like there isn't much thickness here, and then maybe the arm is attached a little bit, I'm not sure, or the upper body just kind of cuts it off, I'm not sure, it might just be the coat, so disregard me if I say that. Also, something to keep in mind, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Windows. Sorry about that, Windows is being asked. Something else I might recommend for shading in terms of things is that when you say have a red color. And I gave somebody else who did this advice because I have learned this in art class. Say you have red. A color you might want to use to darken it is its complement, green, or a form of green. And then you go clipping, multiply, and that. Or depending on that. Now you might have done that, in which case I'm so sorry. Disregard any of that. I don't know. I think that could help. Also, something I noticed is that the upper arm seems a little thin in comparison to the lower arm. I might suggest looking at maybe arm structure too, because I also sometimes have this deal where the forearm is way thicker than the upper arm, if that makes sense. Because maybe by the way it is, it should be more like this, something like this, and yeah, I feel like that would be good. And yeah, maybe just look a little bit at that and maybe some clothing folds, because I feel like clothing folds could really add some more dimension and make your pieces pop a little bit. I feel like it would just add that little oomph to your pieces. Other than that, I think you're doing pretty good in your overall. I might just say look at scaling and maybe look into the structure of legs and arms and other parts of the body. A little bit at shading, but nothing too big. And maybe look a little bit at clothing folds or something like that. Other than that, I say you're doing pretty good. I hope I can help in any way. I'm sorry if I can't be understood. My mic's being weird. This is Hawk signing out.